Okay, so again, we are on page 8 in the revision sheet, question number 2. Noor, if you want to answer, as long as I'm sure that you were not here, you were not there yesterday.
Miss, I don't understand.
Fine, read it, and then I tell you. Read it. Now you have the passage, and you have here 4 choices underlined, right? A, B, C, or D. Check the 4 underlined parts. Do you think that there is a mistake in one of them? If there is a mistake, where is it? If there is no mistake, so you choose E, which is no error. Got it?
Okay. Okay. 1 minute, I will read.
Read it loudly.
Studies have suggested that eating nuts, almonds in particular, might help to lower blood cholesterol levels in humans and reducing the risk of heart disease by protecting the blood vessels. No error. Studies have suggested Mister, I feel that no error.
You feel no error?
Yes.
Okay, Mahmoud Assam, what do you think?
I begin no error.
No error too. Okay, Haneen, if you know the answer, you can write in the chat. And please, someone just follow the chat. Tell me what was Haneen's answer. Okay. Anybody else? You have Omar Ashraf. You were not here. You were yesterday. Zainab, Yuanna. طيب, let me just if you read the sentence, the first one, let's speak about the first one. Yes, studies have suggested. I don't have a mistake here. This is present perfect. Have is following is a verb, followed the is plural noun or subject, which is studies, and followed by the past participle of suggest, which is suggested. So this is correct. The second one, almonds in particular might help to lower blood cholesterol. Help to follow. We have to followed by infinitive, so we don't have a mistake in B. So the nuts are doing 2 things. It helps to lower the blood cholesterol levels in humans and reducing the risk of heart disease. So they are doing 2 things here. And as long as we have 2 things or 2 items or more than 2, of course, done by the same thing, this means that we have to create a balance in the sentence. We don't have a balance here. Why? Because the first part is infinitive and the second one item in the list is gerund, as you can see, reducing. So we don't have a gerund, we don't have a balance here. Do you understand? So here we are speaking about what? Parallelism, parallel structure in the sentence. So where is the mistake, do you think now? What would be the mistake? In reducing. Because reducing not followed the same balance like lower here. Lower here is, as you can see, it's infinitive. So I have to change this reducing into infinitive. I have to
reduce?
Yes, whether to say it is to reduce or we should say reduce. Which one do you think? Actually, yesterday that's where we stopped. I wrote it wrong. Sorry. I stopped by whether we choose to reduce or reduce. And when I talked to some of my colleagues, some said that both of them can work. Some said no, it's supposed to be to reduce. It means that you said might help to lower and to reduce the risk of heart disease. And some said yes, it can say to lower and reduce the risk of heart disease. So they have different opinion. One of the teachers said to me that, especially in American language, we said to reduce. You said to lower and to reduce the risk of heart disease. Fine. So, in my opinion, both of them are correct. Whether to say to reduce or reduce directly, it's both of them are infinitive. Did you get my point? Hello. Did you
Yes,
get my
yes,
point?
yes.
Okay. So here I have created a balance in the sentence. So the two things are both of them are infinitive. I cannot change this into gerund. Why? Because it is preceded by to, and the to is not underlined. If the to was underlined, I mean if they said might help to lower, this part, all of it was underlined. This means that I can now change this into a gerund like this. But of course he cannot give me, in this case, cannot give me two choices to correct. He must give me only one thing to correct. That's why he underlined lower only, not to lower. Okay.
Miss, the rest of the page will be in the recorded session.
Yes, the preceded, starting from the point where we stopped, I will finish it to the point we have started with now. Fine. So you will find the connected. Type. Go to page 9, please. The exercise 3. Who wanna start? Have we answered this?
Yes.
Okay. And yes, and type. Okay. The who wanna try number 3 type? As long as I have opened it. Number 3. James Barrie, the author of Peter Pan and other plays, is noted for portraying adulthood as unpleasant and the childhood is glorified. He underlined for you childhood is glorified. If there is no mistake, so he left it for you in number A, no change. If there is a mistake, so which one of those other 4 choices is the best thing to correct this mistake? Mahmoud Isam, you have a chance. Omar Ashraf, Yuanna, Zainab, Noor Hisham again, Amira, Haneen. Guys, someone answer quickly. Let's discuss it.
I'm thinking. Miss, I see it is B or E. I don't.
Type.
I'm
Where
not
are
sure.
the lists? Where are the lists that we are speaking about here? The list of things. James Barrie, the author of Peter Pan and other plays, noted for what? Portraying adulthood. This is the first thing, as pleasant, unpleasant. The second thing, childhood. Sorry. Yes, childhood is glorified. Those are the 2 things that he has portrayed, right? He is noted, or he is famous for portraying what? Adulthood as unpleasant, childhood is glorified. Now those are the 2 items. Do we have balance between both of them?
Miss, it is balanced.
Do we have balance between adulthood as unpleasant, childhood is glorified?
Okay. No,
We don't
sorry,
have
sorry.
balance at all. Both of them are different in the structure. Adulthood is a noun, as, and then followed by an adjective. Childhood is a noun, but I don't have as here. Is glorified. So here we don't have balance. So this means that I need to change this. So number A is
It
wrong.
is C.
It would be excellent. That's right. It would be C. Childhood is glorious. Childhood is glorious. This one, yes, is following the first item. Childhood is a noun, followed and then as in the middle, followed by an adjective, which is glorious. So now I have a balance in the sentence when you read it. James Barrie, the author of Peter Pan and other plays, is noted for portraying adulthood as unpleasant and childhood as glorious. Now you'll feel that this is better. The sentence now has changed, even becomes more improved and more effective. Fine. Type. A question to all of you. What do we consider the author of Peter Pan and other plays? The thing between 2 commas. The question is to all of you. between the two commas, I have the author of Peter Pan and other plays. What is that?
A positive phrase.
That's right, excellent. It's an appositive phrase. Why did I put it between two commas? Because it's a non-essential appositive phrase. I can omit it from the sentence. If I read the left out, it will be James Barrie is noted for portraying. Why it is a positive? Because it's give me more extra information about someone I already know, James Barrie. I mentioned the name. If I said the man and then the author of Peter Pan, this time the author of Peter Pan will be essential. So I will not put it between two commas. Right. I said to the other class yesterday that this part, this one, is cancelled. This question E, is cancelled. Okay, guys? Question E, all of it is cancelled. Fine?
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to this is the new part now. Choose the correct answer. We have a passage. Now, all of you should answer, of course. You have a passage, and I need to. Yes, he gave you which one? 15. My concern is 15. Do you think that if there 15 has a mistake or not? If it doesn't have a mistake, so we will choose no change. If it has a mistake, so you have to choose from B, C, or D. Which one is the best one for correction? So you have to start reading starting from but. Who wanna go on? Who wanna start?
May I, miss?
Yes, go on, Zina.
But Jason Box, an associate professor of geology at OU State, believes that another factor added to the early, though the dark snow problem. I think the answer would be C.
Why?
Because an associate professor of geology at OU State, it describes Jason Box.
So it is?
C.
Yes, so
is non-essential.
So it's a positive phrase, you mean, right?
Yes.
Yes, excellent.
Yes.
Yes, B is a correct answer. C is a correct answer. That's right, because this is an appositive phrase. Give me extra information about someone has mentioned before, which is Mr. or Professor Jason Box. So that's why I have to surround it by two commas. Putting one comma is not enough. He put a comma here, an associated professor of geology at Ohio State. What I'm doing here, what I'm separating, so I have to put a comma here after state to separate it from the rest of the sentence. So if you omit it from the sentence, the left out will still give you complete meaning. Any question about this exercise? Please, if you don't understand something, say it right now. Don't be lazy. Okay, good.
Easy.
Go on. Okay, page 10, question number 2. Who wanna start? Question number.
Can I?
Yes, go on, Ranim.
My boss, John Jacobs, was early this morning, so I got in trouble for being late. Number B? Letter B, sorry.
B. Why did you choose this one?
Because John Jacobs is an apostolic.
Okay, that's right. Because when he mentioned he said my boss, John Jacob, was early at the morning. Of course, he puts here comma because here I'm separating two independent clause in a compound sentence. But here, John Jacob is an extra information because before that I said my boss. So when I ask my boss, of course, you will know exactly that I have one boss. So that's why no need to mention his name. Just mentioning his name is an extra information. That's why I consider it a positive phrase. Okay, again, any questions for number 2? Let's move on number 3. Who wanna try? Number 3.
Me.
You have answered before. What about the others? I have Omar Ashraf. You didn't participate at all, Omar. I have Kamal, Jana, Hassan, Iman. Should I call you by name? Hurry up.
Can I say this?
Who's there?
Um,
Yes.
You called me?
I called you? No, I didn't call you. طيب Haneen, prepare yourself. You are going to answer number 4 in the chat. I hope that you have your sheet with you. So you prepare yourself to write the answer in the chat. Hassan, answer number 3.
Kimberly Stewart band in doubt performed in her town on her birthday.
I just want to tell you something that in here is not preposition. Huh? It's a name.
Okay.
Because it's a capital, smart. Why is it? Do you think that it's it's a punctuational mistake? I wrote in capital?
I thought it may be a mistake when you wrote.
No,
something.
I know.
It's A.
Yes, that's right. Why?
Because in doubt is the name of the band, so it's extra information.
Yes, for his favorite band, so in extra information to mention his name. Thank you. Any question for number 3? No, as usual.
No.
Number 4. Number 4, yes, it was for Haneen. Haneen, have you find the answer? Where is it? The answer, oh yes, excellent. It's C. Let's read the question. Logan's best friend Louis was the obvious choice to be the best man at Logan's wedding. So Logan's best friend, mentioning is Louise here, is an extra information. It's an appositive, so I have to surround it with the 2 comments because I said Logan's best friend, so I specified this person already, so no need to mention the name. Any question for number 4? The answer is no. Kamal, are you there? Kamal, are you there? Kamal, are you there? Who's, yes, I have a hand. Someone raising the hand. Zainab, yes, dear, go on.
Kamal wrote yes in the chat.
Kamal wrote yes. طيب, Kamal, prepare yourself to answer number 6 in the chat. Zainab, answer number 5 now.
Okay, one day I hope to play basketball as well as my idol Michael Gordon.
Idol Michael Jordan. He is a famous basketball player. I don't know if you know him or not.
I think A.
You think A. Why do you think A?
Because Michael Gordon. Michael Gordon described that one day I hope to play basketball.
Yes. So you consider Michael Jordan the appositive, right?
Yes.
Yes. Your answer is correct. That's right. Because I said simply, because I said here my idol. So my idol basketball player. So I have specified already. Mentioning Michael Jordan is an extra information that, and this is an example for an appositive. Appositive is not a positive phrase. The appositive that comes at the end of the sentence. Any question for number 5? No questions. Number 6, Kamal, are you ready? Kamal. Yes. Really? Where is the answer? Do you think that I need yes only? Your answer. Okay, I will read it till you prepare your answer. My sister, a 4th grade teacher, has to wake up extra early to get to school before her students. So, where is the correct answer? Kamal said B. Okay, do you agree? Kamal said B. My sister, a 4th grade teacher, comma, has to wake up extra early, comma. So you decided that this part is the non-essential part or the appositive?
Miss, can I say?
What should I explain? This is not appositive for a lot of reasons. Number 1, it's not noun phrase. Has to wake up extra early. It's not a noun phrase. Number 2, it's essential. Why did you separate it from the rest of the sentence?
Miss, I know.
may let us check. Maybe yes, that's right. It's C. It's C. That's right. It's C. Why? Because the appositive is my sister. I said my sister, so I already have it specified by saying it's my sister. So this part, fourth grade teacher, a teacher who is teaching for grade 4. So this is an extra information. I don't need it. If you said only my sister has to wake up extra early to get to school before her students, this is enough information. The between the two commas, this is extra, a positive. It's noun phrase. Describe my sister. Any questions? Nope. Let's go to the part that you like, the literature. Okay. I know that. Okay, we have enough time. I know that we have said this, and it was part of your homework, but I'd like to answer it with you with more explanation. And the literature, especially when we were speaking about the dramatic speech, we said that in any kind of drama there are 4 types of speech. We have dialogue, we have monologue, we have soliloquy, and aside. And from the dramatic structure or dramatic element, we have other things like the stage direction, for example, like the dialogue that happen between the characters. So here I give you this passage, and we need to identify some of the items that you should answer in the following questions. Okay, so someone want to read, or should we just go to the questions? Do you like to read it or to go to the question directly?
Is this passage
Was a homework.
was in the homework?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
So you check the answers again, and to explain, I use it like an example to explain for you or revise with you the dramatic speech. So here he's describing a scene where he's speaking about the hare and the tortoise. Hare is a type of rabbit, and the tortoise is a type of turtles. They were racing. The hare got away ahead in the race, then stopped to take a nap. The hare now wakes up to see Miss Toad. We can use it to explain it, and at the same time you will find this an answer for the following question. This part that is surrounded by 2 brackets, what do we call them? The part that's surrounded by 2 brackets, what do we call this?
Stage direction.
Yes, excellent. We call this a stage direction. Okay, great. Let's go to the rest of this passage. Miss Toad, hey there, young feller, don't you have a race to run? The hare, how long have I been asleep? He was sleeping, and then Miss Toad wake him up. He said, how long have I been asleep? So Miss Toad, how long? Let me tell you a little story, my friend. A few years ago, I took first place in the tall jumping contest. I was the best. I was terrific. Everyone knew it. Miss Toad could beat them all. Then I got careless. I figured I could win without practicing. So the next year when I came to the contest, you know what happened? I lost. That's how I learned my lesson. Now let's speak about this part. What types of dramatic speech is found in those 2 lines, from Miss Toad
Dialogue.
where's the dialogue first?
Starts from Miss Toad until Miss Toad, my lesson.
No. Again.
Miss. It's until Miss Toad. He went about 20 minutes ago.
Look, the actual dialogue is the dialogue that happened between Toad and the hare, when she asked him a question and he answered her back, right? So you can consider these 2 lines here. This is the, let me write in different color. This is a dialogue, because I have 2 people are talking to each other. This one and this one, both of them. I don't mean both of them, I mean this part
Yes,
is the
but they
dialogue.
kept talking to each other.
Yes, they are talking to each other. Now, starting from this point, when she started to tell him, let me tell you a story, and then she started to mention or recite an incident that happened to her before. She was talking alone, and only one character is listening to her. So what do we consider this?
Monologue.
Yes, we will consider this a monologue.
But yeah, miss, he answered back on her when
When?
he says that's all very interesting, but tell me,
Yes, he
have you seen
he is
her
giving here.
twice?
Yes, here was she asking him a question and then he answered her back, like in the first time?
Yes. No, she wasn't asking a question.
She wasn't. She was telling him a story, or she was telling him something related to her, and he was listening. And then this is only his comment. He is giving a feedback. That's all. That's all very interesting. Now, of course,
But it's dialogue.
no, not a dialogue, not a dialogue, because here she's speaking about herself and he's listening. It's not. I mean, there is no question and there is no answer back for it, like the first one here. She asked him, "Don't you have a race to run?" Then he answered back, "How long have I been asleep?" So this is like someone is telling something or asking a question and the other one is answering back. So this is the dialogue. This one, when she was speaking about her story about the toad jumping contest and what happened to her, she was speaking about herself, so as if she was giving him a lesson. So here we will consider this is a monologue. She is speaking to only one character is speaking on the stage, and other characters are listening to her. Can you just wait a minute for me?
Okay.
انا لو فصلت الانترنت عندي هيفصل خالص. انا شغاله انا اسف. ماشي. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Are you satisfied with this or not?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, I mean your reaction. Do you understand what I have said or not?
I understand.
Okay, so this will be a monologue. Okay, let's keep reading. So the hare told her, "That's all very interesting, but tell me, have you seen the tortoise?" Miss Toad said, "Him? He went by about 20 minutes ago." Aside, "This hare has already lost, but he doesn't know it yet." The hare jumps up and starts running. What types of dramatic speech do we have in this part?
And dialogue.
The dialogue is starting from here when he said, "Have you seen the tortoise?"
Until ago.
Until ago, that's right. This is the dialogue. And
Aside.
Where is the side?
This hare has already lost, but
Yeah,
he doesn't know
right.
it yet.
This is a side when he said, when the Miss Toad said, "This hare has already lost, but he doesn't know yet." Now he is speaking to the audience, but the hare doesn't hear her. So this is a side. Okay. What else? And someone else, please. What other dramatic speech do we have here? What do you call this between the two brackets?
May I?
Stage direction.
Yes, that's right, the stage direction. Okay, let's keep going. The hare to himself as he runs, he's speaking to himself, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I let that slow boat catch up to me, and now he is ahead. I hope I have still got time to catch up. But what if I lose? Surely all of the other animals will recognize that it was just a fluke. I'm still faster. I'm still better. They will know that, won't they? Oh my gosh, there is the finish line and I see the tortoise right up there. What do we call this?
Soliloquy.
Yes, excellent. We call this soliloquy. We call it soliloquy because here the one character is on the stage and only the audience are listening. Let's choose another color. This one. Okay. Starting from here. Oh my gosh. And here, all those lines, we call this soliloquy. Yes, that's right. Okay. I stop here right now, and after we join again. Thank you. Right. And the common question he want to the what the meaning of foreshadowing, and
I see.
some people were asking me, okay, Noor, were asking me the foreshadowing. Have we studied this before? Yes, well, I swear we have studied. If you remember the story of Permesus and Thisbe, yes, we have discussed what the meaning of foreshadowing. Foreshadowing, it's if someone knows, of course, can you remind us? If someone, Zena,
Yes.
what is it?
The use of clues to hint.
Are you
at
mentioning
events
the
that will
answer?
occur.
No, don't mention the answer is smart.
Do I have
Explain
to?
it. Explain it for them.
Oh, okay. When from the characters and the situations, you could know the clues and the hints that the going of event would happen.
Give us an example.
In Arabic, yes.
What?
In Arabic.
No.
So how I'm gonna?
In the story
explain
of
it?
Thisbe and the story of Premises and Thisbe, where was the this style was using foreshadowing?
I can't remember.
Does anyone remember when the author used foreshadowing in this story, which is Premises and Thisbe? To remind you, they were a girl and a boy, and they were one of them from a family that are opposing to the other, and they built a wall, but they found like a hole in the wall where they started to talk and get to know each other, and then they have decided to have a tryst where they meet at the tombs, and they decided to run away. But when she arrived first, before her beloved, she found a lion, and the lion has been just finished eating a bloody thing. So its mouth was full of blood. But she got afraid, she ran away, and she left behind her cloak. The lion has torn this cloak and then disappeared. When Premises came back, he found the cloak torn out, he found the traces of blood and the footprints of the lion. So what did he think? What he thought that his girl has been killed or eaten by the lion. So he killed himself. This is what I meant by foreshadowing, clues. When Premises arrived to the stage or arrived to the place, he found some clues let him make like deduce that something happened. What did he find? He found the cloak of his girlfriend torn. He found traces of blood. He found the footprints of a lion. So those clues helped him to imagine something that happened in his mind, and depending on this imagination, he took his decision, which was killing himself. Got it? Guys,
Yes, yes.
this is the meaning of foreshadowing. There's the meaning of foreshadowing. Exactly like when you enter the class and then you find like plates, traces of food, some cups, but no one in the class. So what will comes in your mind? Someone was here, or some people were here, and they were eating, and then they left. But they didn't invite you, so you have this, that the first thing that will come to your imagination. So you decided to do it, to go and fight with them because you thought that they were your friend, but in reality it could be something else. It could be like, for example, some other people from other class, maybe some teachers, not your friend at all, but you have decided to fight with your friend because you thought that they were the people who were eating there. So you use clues that are in the scene to build upon them the thing or the decision that you are going to take. Any question about the meaning of foreshadowing? Other one than Zaina, someone choose for us what the meaning of or definition of foreshadowing now. What the meaning of foreshadowing?
Answer يعني.
Yes, someone answer. Ahmed Sameh.
Me or someone else?
No, I would choose Ahmed Sameh.
Okay.
Hi, Miss.
Hi Ahmed, I missed you.
شكرا.
Welcome.
Which is the following is the correct definition of foreshadowing? ميس هو ده تشوز يعني ولا ايه؟
What do you think? Yani, if you read the question, which of the following is the correct definition of foreshadowing? So what would it be? Complete? True or false?
Yeah.
We can have something else. Let's read one by one and tell me what that each one of them means, if it has a meaning. When we say they provide details, something that provide details about characters' actions, expressions, and the events taking place on the stage. What is this? The dramatic structure. What is this? What is the thing that provide for you the thing that the character is doing, their expression, how should it be? Something that make a comment on the events that happening on the stage, but we are not reading them.
مثل اللي هو سكريبت تقريبا حاجة كده.
What do we call them? Anyone else can answer this? Number one, what is this?
AI.
Guys, please. Can you raise your hand if you are very shy? Raise your hand if you don't mind. Adam Beher, where are you? You didn't answer at all. Habiba, Hanin, Hassan, Kamal, Mahmoud, Nadine. Okay, go on.
Miss, that stage direction.
That's right, excellent. This is the stage direction. Okay, let's go to number 2. And please, yes, kindly raise your hand if you want to answer. A long speech made by one character in a play addressing the audience while there's no other character on the stage. What is this?
أنا لسه بجاوب. Mr. Anthony.
Yes, of course, if you want.
Okay, Miss Soliloquy.
Soliloquy, yes, excellent. Okay. Okay, number 3. We didn't have still what is the meaning of foreshadowing? The use of clues to hint at events that will occur later in the plot of a narrative.
ايه دي مش foreshadowing.
Yes, thank you. The last one, but not for Ahmed. Okay, if someone knows the answer, you can raise your hand. A long speech by a single character as he or she addressing other characters. Yuanna.
Monologue.
Yes, excellent. Monologue. لا, Monopoly, this is a game.
Monologue.
This is a card game.
أيوة monologue. مش عارفة أنطقها.
No, it's not difficult. Monologue, like dialogue, monologue. Any question for this? No questions, okay.
No.
Kindly please memorize the definition of all those dramatic speech and dramatic structure, because you may find the definition and I want you to write the answer, one word. It's not supposed to get those things out of the passage. So please memorize the meaning of them. The last question in the sheet, finally, he needs you to circle the oxymoron in each sentence. Someone remind us what is the meaning of oxymoron?
May I?
May I? The same sound, the same voice, the same voice. Anyone? Ioanna? Can you say what is the oxymoron? Right. Okay. Nadine?
Miss
Yes.
is speech.
It's
Like
a figurative speech.
simile.
Yes, excellent. It's a figurative speech, but what's the difference
Yes.
between oxymoron and simile and metaphor? There's difference, of course.
I don't remember.
Okay, Nadine, no problem, Ioanna.
Oxymoron are two different words,
Opposing or
like love, hate.
yes, opposing
opposing.
words. Yes, they are opposing, or they are. There is a contrast between the two words, gathering together to describe something. That is the oxymoron. Okay, let's just start. Is Hannah here? Hannah Etribi, is she here? She's not here. Let's start with Zena.
Miss, sorry, my internet is bad.
So what's the problem? You need to log out and then log in again?
Yes.
Okay, fine, no problem, but hurry up. Zena?
Yes, miss.
No, miss,
Yes.
I did it already, but I was late.
Okay, fine, no problem. We're just answering question, the exercise D, page 13, the first one. We didn't answer anything yet.
Foreshadowing will be what? Because I was not
What is
here.
oxymoron?
No, foreshadowing.
Okay, foreshadowing, it's like giving the reader a hint or clues to let him predict what's going to happen later on.
So it will be number 3?
It will be number 3, that's right. And number 4, it's a monologue. Okay, and then we spoke about oxymoron. We said oxymoron is a figurative language, figurative speech like simile and metaphor, personification, on all these things. But in oxymoron, we gather two opposing ideas or adjective, and we use them both to describe one thing. Zena is going to answer the first one. Read, please, Zena, the first sentence.
Okay. There was a love-hate relationship between the two neighboring states. The oxymoron is in love-hate.
Yeah, that's right. Here, this is a perfect example. We have two opposing words, love and hate. Both of them are used to describe the type of relation that was between them. Okay, the Zainab, number B.
Miss, a love-hate or love-hate?
Love. It was a love-hate relationship.
You underlined a love-hate.
What's the problem? This is not the big.
You are saying relationship.
No, I said love-hate. Why relationship? There's no oxymoron here. Again, the oxymoron, two opposing words, love, hate. Both of them are opposite to each other. And I'm using them to describe one thing, which is relationship. Zainab, B.
Okay, the professor was giving a lecture on virtual reality.
Virtual reality. Say it, virtual reality. Do you know the meaning of virtual?
No.
Virtual is not something not real. Like what we are having now, we call it virtual school. Is it a real school? No, but we have created like a virtual classroom through the Zoom meeting, where we are as if we are in a classroom exactly, but we are not in a real classroom. Every one of you is sitting on his bed wearing your pajamas, maybe sleeping, maybe covering your head, maybe not listening at all, but you as if you are attending a lesson or a class. So what we mean by virtual? Something not real. So where the oxymoron here in this sentence?
Oxymoron, virtual reality.
Virtual reality. Yes, this thing. Virtual reality. It's a reality, but it's not reality at the same time. Like this, it's a class, but not a real class. Okay, thank you, Zainab. Omar Ashraf, are you here? Can you answer? Omar Ashraf? Omar Ashraf. Omar. No, Omar. Mahmoud. C. Mahmoud. Okay. Hassan. Hassan.
Yes.
Don't ask me what is the question. I will kick you out of
No,
the
it's
class.
clear. It's C.
I will ask you out of the
It's C.
class.
It's so clear.
Okay. Go on.
Paid volunteers were working for the company. Paid volunteers.
Paid volunteers. Where is the oxymoron here? I have volunteers. Volunteers means people who are doing the job for nothing, unpaid. But now I'm describing them, paid volunteers. So both of them are opposing. Okay, Habiba Assam, can you answer? Habiba Assam. No, Habiba Assam. Okay, Adam Beher.
مش paid volunteer. I can't understand.
Again, do you know what's the meaning of volunteer? Do you know people like them? For example, do you know we have an institution called the Risala. Do you know Risala?
Yes.
Risala is using volunteers, young people who just working as a volunteers to help poor people. So what do? They gather when you have a clothes that you don't need or something that you don't need or old things, for example, you call them and ask them to come and take them. Those people are volunteers. They don't get money for that. Got it?
Yeah.
They do the thing without. That's why we call them volunteers. The people who are participating in something but unpaid. Now here he said paid volunteers. This means that paid means that they got money. So from here the oxymoron came, the two opposing idea. How can I describe volunteers that they are paid? Although volunteers word is a word that's used for people who do not get money for doing a task or a job. It's a kind of a charity,
okay.
like a charity, yes, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yes, Adam Beher, are you there? Adam Beher? Adam
Yes.
Beher. Answer
Yes,
number D,
yes.
please.
The channel was repeating the old news again and again. Again and again.
This is the repetition.
The old news again?
Yes, old news only. Old and news. Old and news. Okay. E. Abdurrahman Hani, are you there? Abdurrahman Hani, Bidu. طيب Ranim. Okay, go on. Ranim.
A lot of soldiers have been killed in friendly fire.
Yes, Amira, thank you. Excellent. Good job.
Yes,
Sorry. She was answering, so I have to. Thank you, Amira, for your participation. طيب, can I give them a task? I'm sorry. Ranim is answering E. طيب, Hanin, you will answer F. Amira, you will answer G. I don't know else who can. Abdurrahman, you will answer H. So please hurry up. Prepare your answer in your chat room. Amira, Hanin, Abdurrahman. Oh, okay. Go on, Ranim.
A lot of soldiers have been killed in friendly fire.
Mm-hmm.
Friendly fire.
Yes, that's right. A friendly
Oxymoron.
fire. How can I say, yes, a fire, someone is facing you the fire to be a friend. So how can a fire be friendly? This is an oxymoron too. Okay, Amira, did you prepare your answer? Yes, excellent. Let's read it. The service was a bittersweet. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. The answer is bittersweet. How can I describe something by being bitter? But something bitter that you cannot eat at all, and at the same time it's a sweet. Abdurrahman, I'm not making fun now. Are you going to answer or not? Haneen, your answer. It was Haneen, really. I thought Amira. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought Amira was answering. Abdurrahman. Okay, H, fine. You have clearly misunderstood today's lesson, said Professor Reed. So the answer is clearly and misunderstood. Yes, clearly.
G will be what?
Yes, I just someone answered before the other. And Amira, that's right, excellent. Fiji, that's a definite maybe, said the literary agent. Definite maybe. Definite maybe. Do you know the meaning of definite maybe? Something definite, it means something sure. You are sure about it. And maybe, this means that something you are not sure about it. So a definite maybe, this is oxymoron.
Can I answer I?
Okay, fine. Thank you, Abdurrahman, Amira, and Haneen for your participation.
It will be same difference.
Yes, excellent. Same difference. How can be two things that are different to be the same? Same difference. She said that with a shrug of indifference. Okay, J, the last one. Kamal, do you want to participate? Kamal. You can answer in the chat room, Kamal, if you want, yes or no. Okay.
Unbased opinion.
Really? Thank you for it. You're so generous, Kamal, really. Nadine, answer J. The last one.
I gave her my unbiased opinion in the hopes that she would eventually come around to my way of thinking. Unbiased opinion.
Yes, unbiased opinion. It means fair. Fair opinion. It means that she was so fair in her opinions. She's speaking about how can I be fair and opinion at the same time in the hopes. So this is the example of an oxymoron here. Now this is the end. So any question related to the exam? Any question?
No.
Fine. Again, for people who are not attending in the class, right away this session I will record the part in the middle, and then I post them. So you will have 3 parts. One I have already recorded and posted, then part 2, and then 3. This is today our 3 part. Okay, your exam, I believe it's gonna be 1 hour and a half. You will not have a writing in your exam. The writing is suppose that you have submitted yesterday. That was your deadline, and I will add the mark of the writing to your total mark of the exam. It will be 10 marks. The plan and the writing, both of them. What else? The online exam, exactly the one, the written one. Both of them are the same. No change in the questions at all, and the same time too. 1 hour and a half. Please, in the comprehension, the first question you'll find the comprehension, and followed by multiple choice questions. Read the passage well, please, and be quiet and calm. That's why I have canceled the writing, to have enough time to read the passage well and then answer the question. Read it quietly and read it well. It's very easy, by the way. Don't panic because this is your first time to read it. So take your time in reading it and understanding it well, because you will find questions asking about the theme of the text. What the meaning of the theme? I mean, what is the topic? What is the main idea of this whole passage? It's speaking about what? So that's why you have to understand the passage well in order to choose well. Because sometimes the multiple choice questions not easy. Sometimes it's a hard questions, hard easy question, as you can see, if I'm using the oxymoron. Because yes, I gave you the answer, but the three of them can work. So if you don't understand it well, you will not be able to choose correctly. What else? I don't have anything else unless you have a question to ask. Listening, by the way. Nothing?
Miss, my writing about racism,
Submitted?
the deadline was yesterday.
Have you submitted?
No, I was sick.
You didn't submit it yesterday?
No, miss, I was sick.
Yes, please reopen it. I forgot my internet wasn't working yesterday, so I didn't submit it as well.
Give us another chance to submit it.
Noor, I kept giving it chances, but people are not using it well. People are postponing the thing to the last minute, depending that I'm going to reopen it again. So yes, you have to be.
I never did that.
Miss, I swear I was done with it since Monday.
I was sick, and other people, the internet was bad.